as immigration makes headlines across the country. A Southern Colorado sheriff is calling on state lawmakers to make changes. He says all law enforcement should be able to work with ICE when it comes to the arrest of undocumented immigrants. 11 News reporter Jared Dean is in studio. And Jared, Governor Polis says Colorado is not a sanctuary state, and he says counties should work with ICE.
Yeah, Adam, and still the Teller County Sheriff Jason Mikesell and the El Paso County Sheriff Joseph Roybal both say they want clarification on this state statute. They say their ability to work with ICE is about holding criminals accountable.
If they request that assistance through us, they're always going to get it.
Teller County Sheriff Jason Mikesell says he has a direct agreement with ICE already in place, but he wants other law enforcement agencies like El Paso County to have the same. Mikesell joined other Teller County and state leaders today, calling on lawmakers to pass a Senate bill. It would reverse action taken by legislature, which they say limits their enforcement of federal immigration law.
We don't do roundups because we as law enforcement don't. We use probable cause in the attempt to contact somebody, find if they committed a crime.
According to the text of the bill, current state law prevents law enforcement from arresting someone while they're in a courthouse, attending or going to and from a court appointment, a probation officer or probation office from providing personal information to immigration authorities, and state and local governments from contracting with a private entity for immigration detention service or entering agreements for immigration detention services. Congressman Jeff Crank recently sent a letter to the governor asking him to encourage the legislature to repeal those laws.
He'd have the votes of almost every Republican at the legislature, maybe every Republican, and he'd probably have half to 3/4 of the Democrats.
Well, Colorado is not a sanctuary state, and most counties like Denver and Boulder notify and work with ICE if they want to pick somebody up. They give them a window to do that. I encourage all counties to do that.
Polis says Colorado does cooperate with ICE in state prisons.
Some sheriff's office, for some reason, don't. If El Paso doesn't, they should.
Now, a similar bill to repeal those guidelines was introduced last year in the House, but died in committee with a vote of 7-4. Now, this new bill was introduced earlier this month. We'll be sure to update you as it continues.